Well, good morning everybody. This is me and Luke on his way to Skegness. Skeg Vegas, as it's commonly known as. So I've decided to go on this, give it a good run. As you can see, I've put the taller screen back on and it's working quite well so far. I can ride with my visor up and it's not too bad, so hopefully you're not getting a lot of wind noise. So yeah, we're going down to our caravan. We're going to have an overnight stay and then we'll ride back up tomorrow, probably tomorrow lunchtime. I'll film that as well, make a little 2-day series out of it. We've got Luke there behind us, if you can see him in camera, in mirror. So yeah, we've been looking forward to this all week. Weather's a bit overcast. I don't think it's forecast any rain, hopefully. If it has, then we'll get wet. But we can live in hope. It is a bank holiday weekend, remember. So I will catch up with you a bit further on this summit to see. We're just going through Manvers at the minute, heading towards Mexborough, and then we'll be out into some countryside, so I'll catch you in a bit. Yeah, we're just coming into Conisbrough. Quite a famous castle here, Conisbrough Castle. Well, just on here is where Luke got his street triple from. There's a Triumph deal there. There it is, look. Triumph, Team Roberts. Right, we're out on a few twisties now, look. Heading towards Maltby. Some lovely roads out this way, especially out in Lincolnshire. That's a nice bit, going through those trees. In a few moments we'll be going over the top of M18. We could have gone that way, but we're fun in that. There's the M18, if you can see that. Who wants to be on motorways unless you have to? Certainly not me. This is a great road, this. I think Luke's enjoying it as well behind me. He says, yep. This is what we're going to get treated to today, roads like this. You just cannot beat it. We were going to come back bank holiday Monday, but I know that area from old. It's absolutely rammed with traffic. Some cracking bends on this road. This is a nice one as well. This is another belting road, this. Absolutely love roads like this. All that open countryside, look. This is Tickhill, nice little town. Turn left here at this monument. Got some nice little villages and towns in this country. Also I've got some bad ones as well, but that's like anywhere else in the world, I suppose. We've all got as good and bad areas. Right, what we're going to do here, we're going to turn left. This is the little town of Bowtree. We'll just turn left here to sneak round that bit of a queue. Did a little crafty trick. They always go to that junction and queue and it's a nightmare to get out of it. So if you come round this way, you avoid the queue. And here we are, the lovely little town of Bowtry. A busy little place, mind. So there's a wedding going on over there, look. Insane. Am I allowed to say that it's insane to get married? It's a place I've never actually stopped in to have a look. One day we'll have to. But I think we might struggle to get parked up. When we get to them, we're going to turn left at these lights and head up towards Gainsborough on the A631. There's not going to be much point filming this bit because it's all 50-mile-an-hour limits, but there's some nice scenery, so when we get to it I'll pop camera back on. We're just coming into the little village of Everton, or hamlet, or whatever it is. 30 limit, and we're going to do it because I've seen odd speed trap on here in past. I've only put the one camera on today because I wanted to travel as light as possible. Back in there used to be Naughty Boys Borstal around here. I think it was left here. I think it was down there somewhere. Back in 80s, 70s and 80s, it was down there. In the middle of nowhere, when they used to have Borstals. Now that's a nice view, isn't it? See for miles and miles and miles. The power station over there, I'm not sure what that is actually. I think that's Drax. D-R-A-X, I think. I'm going to have to look that up. It is a lovely run this though, it just takes a long time. Such speed limits and average speed cameras and what have you. But there's been that many accidents on it, that's why they've done it. We're going to pop a right here on this roundabout. Head towards Gainsborough. The road surface is a bit bad. We've still got average speed cameras. Still on a 50 limit. Quite enjoying this today, look. Cracking run on a bike this. We've just stopped in Trentport at Gainsborough for a quick bottle of water and a use of their facilities, shall we say, we look. He says yeah. We'll go out into that queue in a minute. And Luke gets on his bike. Doing some groaning and moaning and groaning and groaning. Getting old. 28-year-old is getting old. Has it started? They don't like to what start. Alright, come on then. This is one of the warm sometimes, street triples, they don't like to start. Apparently. It's not something I've ever heard of, but hopefully this Range Rover will let us go. And they are doing, look, that's very nice of them. Looks as if he thought there'd have been a knob just because they're in a Range Rover. That's what he calls Range Rover drivers, knobs. I've heard them called hedgehogs before, and they say, what's the difference between an hedgehog and a Range Rover driver? Range Rover's got pricks on the inside. This is Gainsborough, you can see it's very busy. I'm just off at River Trent. A filthy river. This is Gainsborough, blink and you'll miss it. I'm going to go straight on up here, so it's right hand lane, look. This is into Corringham, just top side of Gainsborough. I've always said I'd like to live somewhere like this, you know, but would you really? Because there's no yellow. And when it's winter time, it'd be absolutely rubbish. I always said I'd like to live in Chapel St Leonards where we're going, but I know somebody that did it, and she absolutely hated it in winter. In fact, it nearly drove her mad because there is nobody there, and it's really, really quiet. I mean, it's been quiet this year, holiday season. Must be the fact that a lot of people can't afford to go away, I think, but which we all know what cost of living's like lately. Cracking roads these. I know I've said it before, but they really are. Yeah, this is sort of roads that we get coming here, folks. Nice and flowing. This is a nice set of bends here, look. Enjoy these when I come out this way. Them, aren't they? This is Hemswell Cliff. There used to be an RAF base here. On left hand side here. I think they use it, I don't know if it's a grain store or it used to be, but it's a business barn now. That used to be it there, look. Used to be a lot of RAF bases out here in Lincolnshire. There's a market in Carbon now. And when we get to just a bit further down here on left and these on right, used to be service personnel houses. We were always told that the officers lived in these bigger ones here, and all lackeys lived in them. Yeah, nice little place, but again, there's no here. This is Glentham or Glenham, I'm not sure how to say it. Again, you're coming through all these little villages. Look, there's no here. All these little roads off, though, you can explore. I do enjoy this ride. I've done it a few times. I think I filmed it, in fact I know I did, I filmed a run to Lincolnshire when I first started uploading in earnest to my channel. Great views though, isn't there? Some more nice flowing bends here. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. When we get to Chapel, we might even go for a pint. I'll see how we feel. If we don't go for a pint, we can always go to the shop and get a couple of cans. Thatched cottage here on left. That used to be a post office that many years ago. It's a nice quaint little place, look. Looks lovely, does that. Another nice couple of bends coming up. wish I lived nearer to this place. So I'd be out here all the time, I can tell you that. I bet my Royal Enfield would love this. But then this is, I think this is loving it. I bet that CBR will love it. I often forget how good a bike this is, this Tracer. The reason why I bought it, but every time I ride it I think, yeah, you're not going anywhere, matey. Absolutely brilliant bike, this. This is Middle Raisin. Got some weird names, haven't they? Our next stop soon is going to be a place called Willingham Woods, which is a very popular spot for bikers, and I'm sure some people have heard it if you've been out this way. It might be quite busy today. I'm hoping not, because we need to be able to get parked up. We'll stop for a cup of coffee. As you can see, there's plenty of bikers about. Now we're going to turn right here towards the race course. So there's Market Raisin and Louth. And Willingham Woods is just down here. This is Market Raisin. Willingham Woods is not just down here. I lost my bearings for a minute then. We've got to get through Market Raisin first, and then it's Willingham Woods. So apologies for that. You'd think I've never been this way before. I've only been 20,000 times. Now this is a quaint little place. This is a place that never changes. Nice oldie worldy village, isn't it? This causes a problem when people are turning right here. I like his helmet, Isle of Man. Welcome to Willingham Woods, a bit of a biker's mecca. Pull up in here, look, we'll reverse in. It'll be easier to get out. Look at this lot. You what? Yeah, there we go, everybody. Willingham Woods. Yep. Right, coffee time. Catch you in a bit. Right, that was Willingham Woods. With just a cheeseburger apiece and a cup of coffee. 14 quid. Which I suppose in grand scheme of things is not too bad. Are we ready? Come on then. Only thing is though, the toilets here as you go in, they could do a public health warning on them. Because they're absolutely horrendous. We're on his last leg now to Skeggy. We're about an hour away. "36 miles to go." This is that bit where I told you, look, that I'd left my glasses on back seat. And when I pulled up just, I think it were here, and they were still there. I realised after we'd set off that I couldn't see where I were going. I thought, oh, I ain't got my bloody glasses on. Now that we're lucky that I could have lost my specs that day. I'd have been knackered then. Bang on 30 looks this camera. This was coming into North Willingham. Nice little villages, aren't they? Oh look, some roadworks. Seems to be everywhere I go. That's an old church. That's been there some years, isn't it? It's brand new. I don't think it's quite brand new. It looks about 50,000 years old, that. Come on, Green. Let's have you. You've got to be really careful if you come this way, because if you come flying around that corner there, there's another camera there just waiting for you, look. Ah, crafty is that, eh? Now we can do 50. Absolutely obsessed with cameras out here. We could turn right here and go down towards Cadwell Park, but we'll not, we'll carry on. Ludford. There's a nice cafe here, look. Cafe sign there on the left hand side. Yeah, just in there. One day we'll call in there. I know I've been saying it for 2 years and we still haven't done it, have we? I said we were going to go on a tour to Wales this year, we ain't done that either. But one day we're going to have to do it. Again, a nice little place in the middle of nowhere. We're not here. I wonder how they're going for the shopping. There must be supermarkets in a reasonable distance, I would have thought. I can't see them having to drive all the way to Skegness just to go for some food shopping. There must be somewhere. Oh yeah, closest place to here, yeah, Market Raisin, or you could perhaps go into Gainsborough. There'd be obviously supermarkets in Gainsborough. It'll be a pain though doing that. A few more nice bends coming up. That's a nice sweeper. Yeah, they used to have a biker's night here apparently, some years ago. Yeah, that bike night used to be in there. They used to have it in there, but I don't know if they still do. I don't think they do, you know. I don't know why. Yeah, all locals could have put a stop to it. This is a nice little bit, and all going under these trees. As you know, I like to do that. There's some absolutely cracking houses here on the left. I'll try and show you them as we go by. Might be a bit hard to see. Yeah, this one here with thatch room, my mother always said, bless her, that she'd love to live in that. Right, we'll hang a right at this roundabout towards Skegness. Burwell and Ulsby Cross. Nice little village this though, or hamlet or whatever it is. Yeah, I don't know what this round building used to be, or oblong, or whatever shape it is. Hexagon, that used to be a pub. This is a favourite overtaking spot on here. Lovely straight bit, look. Right, it's starting to ache a bit. Yeah, I got a bit of numbness in it a minute ago. We're not far off now though. We've got 12 miles to do. Just cannot beat these roads. I know I've said it a few times, but you can't. That's why so many people come riding out here. And it's pretty much on our doorstep. And whatever we've got this caravan, I mean we've only got it while 2029, and then it'll be 25 years old, and I don't think we'll be buying another. But who knows, never say never. We'll see how money situation is. I mean in another 5 years time I'm going to be 62. So do I really want to be spending another, what, we can get them for 15, 20 grand, but it's a lot of money to lay out that. Plus you've got your ground rent and everything, but I don't know, we'll have to see. Give that some thought in a few years time. We've got another 4 seasons with next year. So we've 26, 27, 28 and 29. And then we'll get us eviction notice. Because that's what they have to do by law. And it's not the site, it's the East Lindsey District Council in Lincolnshire that said they can't be any more than 25 years old. This is the village of Orby. Some beautiful houses here and all, though. It's worth going through steady just to look at them. The Red Lion pub, never been in that. And then we've never been out this way when we've been away, have we? Right, somewhere on here we should see a Skeg Vegas not in Nevada sign. The Skeg Vegas not in Nevada sign is there. I'll put you in a nice freeze frame up of that. Welcome to fabulous Skeg Vegas. Not in Nevada. And this is Trunch Lane, and welcome to Chapel St Leonards. It's been many years coming here. I've been coming since I was about 5 years old, I think. I've supped a few pints in there, King's Oak Club. Yes, welcome to Chapel St Leonards. The place of dreams on the east coast. It's alright, just pull out, it's alright. Yeah, some having a few pints of ale, look. And here we are, welcome to Linwood Caravan Park. I thought I'm going to have to use my fob then to get in, but luckily somebody's on the gate for us, look. Beautiful little site, this. It's been here since, I think, late 60s. The woman that used to own it's still alive, she's about 104 years old, she lives in a in a care home now in village, and her niece runs it. It's a lovely little site. And this is our little home from home here. Pull on here nice and steady, because we don't end up laid on a side on grass, do we? Right, here we are. I'll catch you in a minute. I'll do a little bit of video inside so you can see what it's like. But don't expect the Ritz-Carlton or Buckingham Palace, because it's not. Right, catch you in a bit. There you go. Nice little home from home. Not the Ritz-Carlton, but it'll do. Main thing is, it's got a kettle, so we'd have a nice cup of coffee.